Hello all, welcome to Sailors TV.
Okay.
In this video we are going to see lifeboat wire changing procedures and a little bit of explanation of why we are doing, how we are doing all those. This video was captured in my own ship
Okay, दोनों बराबर है.
when we did the lifeboat wire changing. So this one we are taking the extra lashing for davits, and chain blocks is deployed to take the weight of a boat and ease the hook, because we are going to remove the wire ropes, so which means the boat will freed, so we have to take the weight of the boat first before we do anything. And the harbor pins in place. Now the brake is lifted so that we can turn the drum and remove the wire rope from the drum. So here now we remove the wire rope from the drum by pulling it just by hand. Also it comes out. It is advisable that you stretch the wire rope as far as possible and coil it, because if you coil it just near to the drum, then like you have to pull it like this to coil, because we did otherwise also. We just took out the turns from the drum, and we had very difficulty in coiling it. So what we did was we just put the end near to the water level from the side only, ship side only, and so that we removed the twists and we coiled it. So it is advisable to stretch it out little bit more on the deck and remove the twist and turn it. That will be easy and good for you. Here we comes to the end of it. This end is locked by the thimble which is kept inside. So here we are removing the thimble from that locking arrangement. The thimble is stuck, means the wire was whenever we lower the boat, the load was transferred to the weight, and the thimble which was there inside, it got tightened. So just like that it won't come out, so we had to use the chisel or the screwdriver to pull that out. So this is how the the thimble is locked inside. I mean, the plate was there, and this screw we have to remove it before we could take out the thimble from inside. So we have removed a screw, and you can see the thimble which is locking the one end of the wire rope inside, and we have removed it. So you have to remove this end as well. So this is how we remove it. Okay, now one end is freed and another end is again it was locked here as well as by the thimble, and this bulldog clip or wire clips are just holding the end together. So we have to free this end as well, so that we can pass the other rope. And this one is a turnbuckle or bottle screw, whatever you call it. So moment you remove the wire rope from this, you have to slack it fully in order to adjust the hooks, because the length may vary, and when you take the when you pass the rope, that time your hooks may be one might take weight sooner and other might not take, other might be loose. So what we have to do is we have to adjust the turnbuckle in order to match the hooks. We'll see how, when we lower the boat, we'll see how the hooks are matched. Now this end is also freed, and the wire ropes are passing through the sheaves. So we have to pass the new wire rope also through the sheave. So if we do it, because it is going through the hooks and everything, it will be difficult. So what we did was, we have tied the heaving line to the old rope's end, means tied with using copper seizing wire. So we have seized the end together, and then we pulled it, so that the heaving line passes through all the sheaves. So we have cut the other end, because that should not get stuck in the sheaves in anywhere. So now it is ready. Now we are passing the new the heaving line, and we are pulling this rope out. So wherever the rope was going through, see the sheave, the rope is going through the sheave, and we are going to pass the heaving line through this sheave. Even on top also, it has gone through all the sheaves. Now you can see the heaving line has come out of all the sheaves. Now the old rope is removed completely of the system. You can just coil and take it outside. Now this one is a new rope. You have to flake it out, you have to stretch it fully, completely, to remove the twists. See, because it is coiled in such a way that it will have twist. So you have to be very, very careful when you're stretching it out, because you should not bend the rope. There will be twist, so you have to be careful. You have to stretch it out to remove the twist. Please make sure you remove you don't have a bend on the rope. This thimble was not there in the original, so we have cut it. So we have cut the thimble now, and we are tying the new rope's end to the heaving line, which was already passed through. Now we are passing the new rope through the sheaves. You can see this, and the other side the heaving line is coming out, which is taking the new rope through all the sheaves. See, this is how we passed it. It is a very actually easy method. So you don't need to go to each and every sheave to pass the rope. And whenever we cut the wire rope, it is a known fact that you have to seize the end, otherwise the strands will open out. Now that the rope is passed, the end is come, so you have to make fast the end to the drum. So one end you put it like that, and another end you just turn it and put it again inside. So put the thimble, the locking thimble, inside that bite, and you pull that, it will become tight. As the weight comes, it keeps getting tight only, so you don't need to worry. You just have to pass it and hold the running end intact. If you slack that, then the thimble also will slack. So as and when the weight comes, it gets tightened. If there is no weight and you give slack, then again it might slack, and it might slip out as well. So you have to be careful when you're doing that. So now this it is passed, so we're just hammering it in so that we can put that so when we take the turn, it won't obstruct the ropes, otherwise the turns and the drums won't come properly. So in this case we have made this, and we have bypassed the limit switch by, we just call the electrical officer and bypass the limit switch, so that we could operate the what do you call remote. So here we're just checking whether the drum is rotating or not. And in this, now you have to reset the brake into original position. You should not keep the brake open, because you are going to turn the drum otherwise. So you have to see, you have we have kept the brake in locking position, and once the eye everything is secure, now we're just hammering it little bit to make it more tight. And once everything is done, we have put the plate on top so that the drum becomes flat. So the screw is put inside. So both the sides, so two ropes we have used. So both has to be tightened, means both has to be passed, and both has to be taken on the same time. And whenever we take turns, so we have to align that there should not be any space. So we just hammer it little bit and grease it as well. Now that so much of rope has come, now some part of the rope will pass through the sheaves, and that should also be greased. So earlier we were greasing near the drum, now we are greasing near to the other end of the rope, so that when the ropes, when it is passes through the sheaves, also wherever it is passes through the sheaves, it is fully greased. Now the rope is almost come inside, means all the ropes have been taken onto the drum. And so one end is inside the drum, and another end we are going to make fast it by using this. So we are removing this distance. It was very tight because so much of weight has come onto it, and this thimble piece has gone inside so much. And this is how it is, the locking pin, and the sides are there for a rope to pass. I mean the tapered one, the curved ones on the sides is there for ropes to pass, and so that it won't get damaged. Now that it is ready, so we have put the other end, we have actually cut the thimble here, and we have put this, we are putting this end, and we are locking this end as well. So you have to have enough rope, means enough dead end rope outside, so that you can put the bulldog clip or wire clip in place to hold that. Like that's a secondary holding as well. Now we are putting the bulldog clip, and so after putting it, we take the turn by the handle on the drums, and this remote wire also we engage, and we check whether this, or you can see the hook touching on top. This side it is not touching. So what we have done is we have used that turnbuckle to slack it little bit, and so you can check that rope whether it is tight or not. If it is slack, then you have to take the turn on a drum. Now you can see this hook is, so this is the turnbuckle I talked about, and you can see this hook position on aft side. So this is the turnbuckle, we have tightened it fully in order to match both the hooks. So that side is aft, and both side, when we lower, you can see both sides are matching together or not. Now we are lowering it fully, means we are lifting the brake, and we are lowering the boat by gravity. So see, now the hooks have come out of the Davit arms. Now you see both are matching, mean the gaps between the Davit arm and the boat hooks are matching, which mean the wires are taken rightly into the drum, and we are lowered, and we are picked up also, because when we lower there will be weight, and when we pick up, these ropes will be coiled properly. And that's it. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to our channel. Thank you.